We're Trent Allie, and plumbing this house is a humbling experience. We're heading down right now to what is hopefully the very last trip to the plumbing store. We have to go back to the plumbing store. One day we'll look back and laugh, but today we're feeling... There's another huge snowstorm on the way, along with some questionable decisions. That wall's gonna fall down.
No, it's not.
Fall down? Do you know who built that wall? Excuse me. Your husband. All we need is a little tension.
But we're powering through. Hey, channeling our playful puppy vibes and trying to stay warm. This is my spot.
Don't stand too close, you're gonna melt something.
What's up, guys, and welcome back. Right now, there's actually a snowstorm that is on its way to this area, and it's gonna pummel us, and we actually don't have anything for dinner. So we're getting ready to head into town to go get some groceries so that we can feed ourselves for the next 24 hours.
We're driving into the eye of the storm.
We are driving into the eye of the storm. We're prepared, don't worry, but we are taking some risks here. Now, even though we are heading into the eye of the storm, if I was going into knee-deep snow, I would definitely wear my boots, but since we're just running into town, I'm actually gonna be wearing my Vessis, and Vessi is the sponsor of today's video.
Vessi shoes are comfortable, stylish, and extremely functional. They're 100% waterproof and snowproof. They're an easy, everyday sneaker that's sustainably made with no animal byproducts and use Dymatex to keep your feet warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Oh. They're perfect around town and keep our socks completely dry.
Woo! It is really starting to come down out there. Well, I am glad that we got our grocery shopping done. I did get to pick up 2 packages of cookies, so I'm a happy guy. Also, I wanted to say thanks again to Vessi for sponsoring today's video. I'm actually really glad I'm wearing my Vessis right now because they are super waterproof and I don't have to worry about stepping in slush or snow or water or anything like that. If you guys are interested in Vessi, I highly recommend these shoes. Click the link in our description to get $25 off your Vessi shoes. Now we are actually gonna head home, make some dinner, and we'll see you guys in the morning. What's up, guys, and good morning. Also, Frank says good morning. Frank's hungry, so he's like in my lap cuddling, like feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. So if you guys caught our last video, you saw me being an idiot and not using a big right angle drill or a hole hog to drill the holes through some of the 2x4s for the plumbing venting. I was using a regular drill. It bound up, and this happened.
Oh! What'd you do?
Just broke my wrist. So today's actually the next day, and my wrist is like pretty messed up. I'm like just right before the threshold of too much swelling and I need to go to the doctor, but it's not gonna stop me from getting to work today. I can hold a coffee cup, and that's all that I really need to be able to do with it. Everything else I can do with this hand, and I got Brandon to help me. Brandon's the best. I guess I'm just gonna drink my coffee, and then we're gonna head in and get a fire started and get started for the day.
Ooh, it's nice out.
Oh, it's kind of pretty and it's not that cold.
Wow.
Wanna know why? Because it's the warm before the storm. It's supposed to snow again tonight. I know that we've been in a drought and we didn't really have any snow, and now it's been snowing basically for about the last week, and the forecast is that we have 2 to 3 more storms coming next week, so we got our wish. Snow's coming.
Happy! Oh, right! Oh, right! Yes! Yes! What do you got? Look! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I close my eyes, 'cause you reflect in everything.
Not that cold in here!
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Because we got the fire raging last night and it like kept some of the heat in, I think.
Fire. That is so nice. The break-in process on the wood stove is finally complete, so today we can make as big a fire as we want. We can keep the fire going all day long. It's gonna really transform the way we work in these cold temperatures. I'm excited about it. Frank's excited about it. Trent's not excited about anything, but he's maybe a little bit excited about it.
So today, our stub out for the kitchen is right there. We just have to finish stubbing it out of the wall and then run that vent.
It's a mess over there.
Yeah, we're messy people. We're a disaster. In life, when you just take on too much, cleanliness and organization is one of the first things that suffer, and we've been taking on too much, let's just put it that way. The drain for the kitchen is gonna stub out in here, and then the vent is gonna go over inside this wall, come over this direction, and then the vent here is gonna attach to the vent on this toilet drain, and I'm doing something controversial. I'm not running the vent pipes through the ceiling because I don't want snow and ice to shear them off and all kinds of other problems that we could have. So I'm gonna run them up, I'm gonna put 90s on them, and I'm gonna stub them out the fascia on the side of the house. And there'll probably be like an air conditioning unit or something else that's ugly over there, so it's totally fine.
Isn't it crazy to think we'll need air conditioning? I'm freezing right now.
Yeah, but it was really hot in the summer,
Yeah.
you remember?
Yeah, of course.
We live in an extreme climate. Really hot, really cold, close to the sun, just absolutely brutal.
This is my spot. It feels so good.
Don't stand too close, you're gonna melt something.
I'll just rotate every few seconds.
This kind of reminds me when I was a little boy and I was in Boy Scouts and we went on a camp called the Klondike. They just take a bunch of teenage or younger boys and make you camp in the snow. And I remember sitting in front of the fire with my big winter gloves on, and the fire was so hot and so warm and so nice. And I stick my hands out, and I'm like warming my hands, and my hands were too close to the fire, and I was too young to know what that meant. And I remember going like this, to like feel the heat, and my hand just went, and like the whole front of my glove was just liquid. And then I didn't have gloves for the rest of the trip. It was absolutely terrible.
Trent and Brandon are going to get to work cutting more holes in our beautiful new house, and I'm gonna do one of my favorite activities, clean up around here, get this space ready for plumbing in the kitchen, which is super exciting because that's the last step of all the drain lines in the house.
All right, so we've tried to identify where the center of this location on the left half where the washer is gonna go, and that's where we're gonna put this floor drain. We're kind of short a fitting. Again, I know it's unbelievable that we're short more fittings, but we definitely are. So we're gonna do everything we can, and then we're probably gonna run to Ferguson and pick up the last of the remaining parts that we need. Maybe we'll get some stuff for plumbing supply.
Here goes nothing.
All right, there we go. Another hole in the floor.
We're going down to my least favorite part of the house currently. Woo! It is brisk down here, but Trent said we'll only be down here for 10 or 15 minutes.
Don't quote me.
So after 10 or 15 minutes, I'm out of here. That's it. What do you think, Frank? Oh, are you cold? Is it so cold down here?
You think the word test fitting came from fitting pipes?
I don't know, babe.
I don't either, I was just curious.
But every single time that I come around, it seems you got another man trying to keep you down.
Can't do it. It's too cold down there. It's absolutely a different world. It feels like being in the underworld. It's dark and freezing. It's so much warmer even outside. It's definitely the warm before the storm today, which is a little scary because we just got about 1.5 feet of snow in the last 3 days. I think we'll get double that this time, so that's cool.
Some things you just got to let go. Yes.
All right, so we've cut all the pieces to length. We are test fitting them. And I'm gonna try and get this drain in right there. That goes like that. Ha-ha! The greatest man alive!
Are you?
Look at it!
Hey.
That is going to conclude all the gluing for the basement. I'm gonna go upstairs right now, try to get some feeling back in my hands.
Bye.
I think that maybe you should know this ain't my first rodeo. I've been around long enough to know there's some things you can't take back. Some things you just got to let go. Well, I ain't got time to change your mind.
That looks really, really good. I can't really see it because I got a lot of sawdust in my eyes, but the hole's in the right spot, and that's all that really matters.
I ain't got time to change your mind, 'cause the bus is a humming. Are you staying? Are you coming?
Wow!
Think you're driving me insane. I made the game that you're trying to play. You know, I think you really ought to know this ain't my first rodeo.
Now that we're like pretty much done with all of the drain lines and we're doing the venting, I'm getting way better at like gluing and sticking things together, and the vents are never gonna hold water. They're just gonna like suck air from outside, so even if they had a small leak, it wouldn't be a huge deal. If my subpar gluing on any of the drain lines have issues, we're gonna have issues. So the build is never done.
Oh, you gotta let go. Hold on, you can't take it back.
This is the moment of truth. This is the last section of pipe in this piece of vent right here. Very, very nerve-wracking. And we had to buy some new glue, and this is extra fast-setting glue, which means
You only get one
I
shot.
don't really have a lot of time to sit and talk, so. Ah! Push.
I'm pushing as hard as I can. 20, 19, 2, 1.
Does it stay? I think we did it.
Nice.
This is fun.
If you want to hit you flowers waiting around the bend, baby,
At least I can hold the battery with my good hand, so when it is catching, it's not hurting my bad wrist.
like this forever. I wanna stay right here with you. Wanna stay right here with you. As the rest we fall until it all breaks down. But I need it so I will stay around when you're all messed up. It's a great relief to be understood. It's a shame still waters run deep.
So we've moved on to the last part of the drain system in the kitchen, but we're running into a huge problem. First of all, the vent line has to go through all of these king studs, queen studs. Second of all, there's a huge nail in the way.
I think we're through 3 of these studs, and there's only 7 total, so, you know, with a little bit of luck and some perseverance, we can maybe make it to there.
Whatever it takes, do you wanna be in this game for two? When it all comes down, do you feel alive?
We did it.
You did it.
2 nails, 7 2x6s. Finally made it through. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was perfect.
Wow, guys, good job.
We're gonna try to bend this PVC pipe to go through this hole and bend it to go through that hole and go all the way over to here.
And you think it'll work, or?
No, but we're gonna try.
Okay.
And if it does work, hallelujah.
PVC, it's super bendy.
Yeah, sure is.
You're tying off to that?
What do you want me to tie off to?
Something more stable.
Well, we're pulling on a piece of plastic, so like...
Yeah, but that wall's gonna fall down.
No, it's not.
Fall down? Do you know who built that wall? Excuse me. Your husband. All we need is a little tension.
So we need to get this PVC pipe into this hole. There's a ton of pressure on it from being forced at a weird angle over here.
Yeah, pry bar.
And so my idea was you guys put a ratchet strap around the end of the PVC pipe so you can really pull it to line it up with that hole. They've taken that idea to a totally new level. I don't know what is going on, and I don't know how well this is gonna work.
Neither do I.
Tell me if I'm wrong, cause it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hey! Trent, look at that! You guys,
It's like Christmas.
good job.
There was a lot of creativity that went into this, and whether you're a master plumber or not, I don't even know if you would have thought of that. So, I'll just toot my own horn for a minute.
Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time.
Hey, I forgot this one.
Good catch.
You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. Hey. I think about you and I want you here with me.
I guess you could blame me because I bought all of the parts. This is a bushing that goes into a 3-inch fitting, and it reduces it down to 2-inch so that a 2-inch pipe can go inside a 3-inch pipe. And we bought all of these bushings out of the same bin, and the one that got glued in up here is a 3-inch, and the hole is 1.5 inch. Which is an absolute nightmare because it's glued into this sand tee that the drain for the shower is going into. Which means, like, typically what you would have to do right here is cut this whole thing out. But it's a vent. It's not an actual drain. Don't tell anybody. I'm gonna try and get a 1.5 to 2-inch reducer and make that work. Again? How you doing, Mike? Hey, if you want to come up here and help me plumb this house, I'll take you skiing for a week.
There's a lot of snow up there, so I don't think so.
I have a toilet, and there's a 3-inch like vent that goes out the top of where the toilet ties in, and then it reduces down to what was supposed to be 2 inches for a vent. And I just grabbed a bunch of them and I glued it in, and now I'm getting ready to like do the rest of the vent, and it's 1.5 inch. Is that a problem?
No, they allow 1.5 now on a toilet. Used to be 2. Now you can do 1.5.
All right, so I am really excited that I don't have to cut apart that whole main stack and put a different Y in there. I can just put a reducer on that bushing that's the wrong size, and we can basically continue plumbing, but we do need a couple more fittings, so I think we're gonna head down to Ferguson.
We're skiing, Trent.
Yeah, we're sliding all over the place, baby.
Oh man, you're just eating snacks.
Gotta find some time to eat.
So we're heading down right now to what is hopefully the very last trip to the plumbing store for the week. I hope.
Well, it is Friday, so it better be the last plumbing store trip for the week. One of the big pain in the butts of living up here is you always have to be putting on and taking off your snow chains. So we're actually heading down to the bottom of the canyon. Brandon headed down in front of us, and he's gonna take his chains off, and then we're gonna ride in his truck to the plumbing store and come back. That way, we don't have to take our chains off and put them back on. We can just leave our truck at the bottom, and then we'll shuttle Brandon back after the end of the day. Seems like a lot of driving around, but chains just get to be so tedious and annoying. All right, we got the last couple of fittings that we needed. Hold the jokes about me taking forever to get all the fittings in a million different trips. I know, I'm not good at this, okay? We're gonna go and we are going to finish doing the waste drain and vent. And we have about an hour and 15 minutes, so let's get to work.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, look.
Cool shirt.
Hey, thanks. I'm not even see it.
Hey.
Crazy moment of truth that could ruin everything.
That's good. It's very hard to film because they're working in this like tight, dark box up in the ceiling, so you can't really see what's going on. But there's a lot of very tight fitting fittings that we're trying to get fit.
Okay, go up. Push and twist. Okay, hold it right there. Hold it. Push down a little. Perfect. Still gonna hold it for a little while just for good measure, but I think we did it.
That was stressful.
Yeah. Another thing that's very stressful is like when we were at Ferguson, the guy was like, "You sure you don't need anything else?" And it's like, no, this is all we need. This is exactly how many pieces we need. So if I glue one of these in the wrong order or I do something wrong, we're gonna be going back to say hi to our friend at Ferguson's and he's gonna be like, "I thought you had everything you needed, ha ha ha." Like, you know. We were hurrying and we were trying to get all of this done and we had a casualty. We killed an avatar man. This is all that's left of him.
That's a whole can of plumber's glue. And I'm not gonna say who pushed it off the ladder, but Trent pushed it off the ladder. It smells terrible in here. I'm just worried because the floor is fine, we don't really care. It'll dry and we'll clean it up, but it fell on the drill, it spilled on the hammer, maybe other tools that we're still trying to figure out. That could be bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty big casualty. I'm not actually happy about that, but we don't have time to cry over spilt milk or spilt glue, so we're gonna let that dry. Oh, there's another one! That one's directly below me. All I could see was this one over there.
Oh no, there's a lot.
2 casualties. But we don't have any time to spare, so let's glue the rest of these joints, stick them together, and we gotta head upstairs.
helping, Frank? What are you doing? We thought, okay, let's just forget the glue being spilled on the floor and move on to the next project. We're just trying to finish all the drain lines in the house. It's taken a couple more days than we planned. We're at the very last part and we run into another problem.
I hate this.
We were just at the plumbing store. The guy said, do you need anything else? We said no. But actually we need a 90-degree fitting. We have two 45s.
Well, we have two regular 45s. And then we have two street 45s, which a street 45 just has a flange on one side, not on both sides. Basically, the problem that we're running into is that we would need another coupling.
So basically we're about to become best friends with the guys at the plumbing store. All right, we got done as much as we possibly could. We have to go back to the plumbing store. It is starting to snow profusely. There's a big storm coming. And it's time for Brandon to head home. So we're actually gonna give him a ride to the bottom, get some errands done in town, and try to finish these drain pipes.
To the rescue! Help him?
Yep.
Trent's so excited. This is Trent's favorite thing.
Sure is.
Oh yeah, just leave the door wide open and everything. Yeah. Oh boy. It's funny, I was so against the winch and the bumper at first, and now it's like, we've used it so many times this winter. All right, Brandon, be safe.
Always. You guys too.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Rescue mission.
We'll see you on Monday.
And hopefully Monday we'll have the fittings that we need and we'll actually be able to finish the waste drain and vent. I'm so frustrated. Well, that was quite the day. I really wished we would have got more done, but that's just becoming a, you know, first it was hair at a square, then it's just like you can't finish anything in a single day. So hope you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure. Hopefully you had a laugh with us along such a hilarious day of fails, basically.
I had a great time. It's not about how much progress we make, it's just about like overcoming little challenges one at a time and enjoying the process.
It's true, actually we built a huge fire and it was pretty warm inside.
So it was awesome.
I'm really stoked to be able to build fires every day and have a warm place to work. That's something that I am really excited about. If you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure, don't forget to show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. And if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button.
Thanks again to Vessi for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.